Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For, where I will be using my punches and/or dies because the others cannot join me today. And it's also Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches round 16. So there will be a playlist for that link. Well, there won't be no links for the other. Well, I guess I can put their channel. They probably have something good on there. And this layout was created by Brianna Spores, who has my life on paper here on YouTube. But it's at Love My Life on Paper. And it's a super cute layout. And this right hand side, that's what I will be using. It's got everything you need at once. It's got 3 photos, it's got a border, it's got a place for the title. Perfect. Oh, and I will be beginning my layout in progress. I had technical difficulties with the first part of this, and I finally decided that I would just go from where it was going good and have it so uh, there was quite a bit already done. I cannot even imagine how long this layout would have been. Well, the video would have been. The layout was long. I was enjoying myself and not paying attention to the time either. But yeah, it ended up getting cut down, me not using the other part. So I told myself that's got to be the only good thing that came out of it. But her sketch has 3 photos on that side and a scallop with a shadow. Instead of doing a shadow, I just did another layer of the scallop border, and yes, it's laying up there in the right hand corner. And then you'll see like a braid looking thing. That's that Martha Stewart die up on the right hand corner, and I put it across the bottom. That plaid gingham looking paper there is Echo Park, and it's one of those like dots and stripes, the papers you can buy extra. And I bought a few packages once when it was on the warehouse sale, and this one goes great with autumn. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh, there was a little tag on the sticker sheet for Simple Stories. I believe, yes, it is Simple Stories, but I can't remember what Simple Stories it was. I know it was one of the vintage ones, though. And so I took it, and then I used my punch there that's on the right that I got at Hobby Lobby and cut a matching tag with it. It shows the tags over there on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, it has some mixed media. I'm going to add some ink there, but it's not technically mixed media because I don't have it mixed with anything else until I add the splatters at the end. I used a scrap to make that film strip. Just have 3 things in that cluster that was layered under my flowers because I am going to add some flowers there. And I planned on putting the film strip there in front like you just seen it. However, I forgot and put it behind. And then I did notice it, but I decided just to leave it. By then I had the little one tucked in and was getting ready to add something else. And I thought, well, it don't look bad. I think I'll just leave it. I have punches that those little tiny flowers came out of the toss to the side. And I think the rest are all different dyes. One of those Hobby Lobby ones, and Tim Holtz funky flowers that I got off of HSN. So the ones I've complained does not have packaging, but they still make beautiful flowers. I layered them. I cut a whole bunch and then I layered them any which way I got the idea or notion to put it in. So I made quite a few flowers, thinking I would have 3 clusters, but I only have the 2 because I decided to go diagonally because my right hand cluster kind of goes down below the scallops a bit. And so I thought, yeah, I can go diagonally. And my title's still going to be over there on the left where it shows there. But I did move the tags over because I knew there was not enough room for my tags and my title. I did add some layers, couple layers behind that sticker, and it says fall leaves me happy, and spelt like, a leaf, only multiple. And well, I think it's spelt that way anyway. But I think they were doing a pun on leaves. It jumped out at me anyhow. But I am just adding little sprigs. There was this one flower in the Hobby Lobby one, and I'm cutting it apart and putting it on here. When I made the alphas for my title, I used the backing from that photo, and I noticed I had enough room to do one of the flowers that's smaller there, the one with all the branches, and I squeezed it on there, and I thought, great, I can have some burgundy and some yellow. Well, it's kind of a dark burnt orange. It's not really a burgundy. Um, let's see. Oh, this is the cluster I'm putting down there at the bottom. I will add that little sticker, and it says love for fall. So all these are fall themes, and this is my niece Cherokee, and I was trying to decide how I wanted the photos, and so I put the one on the left. Well, I put them in order they were taken. So I put the one on the left, and then it showed the close-up of that one, and then the one on the right. And I have no clue what she was laughing about, but she can get pretty tickled and excited. But you can tell she was having fun. Um, the flowers, I think all the bigger ones are put on foam tape, and a few of the smaller ones, but most of them are kind of in the background of my cluster, so I don't have any foam tape on those. And the centers of these, I did use my, well, I don't know if you can see it over there. It is kind of piled. I did use my stylus with, they have little balls on the end and bigger balls, and I used it on a soft foam pad to make them kind of domed, and then I put foam tape underneath the dome part, so it's continued to stand up after the layout makes it into the sleeve, or rather page protector. But I'm adding some of these little tiny ones, and they're with that little EK Success punch that I have, and scattering them, both of those flowers there that are smaller, around into the clusters. And I know I will be adding some hearts and some splatters. And then I think I'll be done with my layout, or getting close to it. Oh, I do have to add my title, so no, I'm not getting quite done with my layout. I looked up there and there's this big blank spot. But yeah, my title will have to go on there before I technically get done. I am still adding a few sprigs of this one little die, and it only comes as a single die, and so I cut the little flower buds out separate so I'd have color with them, and then I hand cut the leaves down and cut the bud off of the green one. And then I glued them on to the other one, which I wished I had the video for that. Yeah, technical issues galore. This the clips that are on here that are good, they were days after the first ones. So I'm not sure what happened to the first ones. Um, Oh, I just love that leaf there. I want to make enough of it shows that you can tell the layers and the colors in it. Because I did do some inking on it with an oxide ink. But I do think I'm getting close to getting done putting all those on. Oh, I decided I needed just a little bit more of that ink there. It wasn't coming out far enough to actually be seen that good, so I added a bit more. And I'm just trying to figure out how to put that twine there. And I want it to be nestled with everything else so it looks like it belongs. And the one has pretty long straggles on it compared to the other one, but it is a lot bigger tag. Oh, and here's my title, and that is a Tim Holtz die, and it cuts the outside and the inside. And like I said, I used it with the paper from behind the photo to kind of conserve just a little bit of it. And then the other ones that I'm putting on for the smaller word, it's Embracing Fall. It is the Tim Holtz one too, and it comes with extra letters, like all the vowels have maybe 3, maybe 4, I'm not sure. It says it on the packaging though. And then the other alphas have a few less. But yeah, the splatter I'm using Rusty Hinge, and it is not the oxide. I don't have the oxide. And I'd wished after I splattered it, maybe using pumpkin that Debbie had gave me. But this kind of faded a little once it got soaked in. When I took the photos, it was still wet. But so I liked it a lot better once it dried. Um, but there's my finished layout with Cherokee. And as you can tell, she's laughing pretty hard in the last one. And there's my bottom left cluster. And I know I do have green leaves, but on that day there was green leaves still on quite a bit of the trees. There was a pile of leaves though, but I believe they're from the last fall, considering where she went to get these photos taken. And there's my upper cluster on the right. And yeah, I had a whole lot of fun creating it. And I really want to thank you all for taking the time to join me while I did it. But be sure to check out the links down there below, plus the playlist for Christy's Beautiful Life. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.